next day.
Alright, why are you gonna get out the shop? We're currently leaving the auto show because we're trying to film a video on the C8, but it was just impossible with all the noise and everything going on.
You said that a million times.
I know, well, I couldn't get the shot. See, that's how noisy it was. To be honest, I went in there with the intentions to make a 5 things I hate about the C8. But in my opinion, I loved it. The car reminded me so much of like a Ferrari 430 or a Ferrari 360. It had a very iconic, like it looked like a modern day like Ferrari. It had me thinking. Ever since I had my C7 Corvette, the Grand Sport, I felt like the horsepower, the performance, everything was at the level of a supercar. Because if we look at, for example, a 2009 Ferrari F430, the horsepower is 490, coming from a 4.3 liter V8, and that is what they considered a supercar. It's a Ferrari, you know, it's something iconic. But now if we go to the C8, it's 495 horsepower coming from a 6.2 liter LT2 engine. So for me, the performance is there. From what I've seen, I haven't test driven it. That's kind of why I didn't want to make the 5 things I hate about it just yet, because I haven't been in it. I haven't spent time in it, so I can't really make my judgment. I didn't want to make it just based off looks. It is a supercar. It has supercar figures. But then we go back to the CR1, the Z06, and the Grand Sport that I had. Those had supercar figures too. So it was just like, why do they not consider a Corvette a supercar? And I started asking around. I just wanted to make conversation. And it's for one simple reason. It is mass marketing. And when I went to go purchase my C7, even the salesman had told me that someone of my age, I think I was 19 or 20 years old, doesn't go into the dealership buying a C7. It is someone who is a little bit older, maybe in their midlife crisis. And that's why the whole meme started, that C7 owners are just literally retired people with a little bit of extra money buying it, having a midlife crisis. And it kind of made sense. For example, a 2017 Dodge Viper starts at $99,800 and can top out to $199,000, almost $200,000. That's what Dodge's supercar is at. And for a lot of the supercar community, anybody that owns a McLaren, for anybody that's in the supercar community that does all these rallies and people I've talked to, they consider a Viper a supercar. The ACR, a regular GTS Viper, that's a supercar. Now let's go to another big American brand, Ford. The Ford GT is their top of the line flagship car, the Ford GT. And that car starts out at $450,000. And those, there's no doubt about it. I've seen them on so many car rallies. Anybody in the car community definitely says that's a supercar, even though it has a V6, a twin turbo V6. So that's why it's just like, I hate the fact that Chevy does this. And yes, it's awesome that they have sales or they're pushing these cars out. But if they were to make a flagship car worth $120,000, exactly what they did with the ZR1, that I feel like would be perfect. If you're making the MSRP of a brand new C8 Corvette, $60,000, an MSRP, a base model, $60,000, that is still $20,000 cheaper than your average Hellcat, your average Camaro, your average Mustang. So now I get why most people don't consider it a supercar. And that's what takes away from when they bring in a ZR1 or any bigger model, because now that they're just like, oh, that's just a Corvette. It's really hard to say, oh, that Corvette is a supercar, because now you're making these Corvettes a dime a dozen. Pretty much anybody can go pick these cars up. It oversaturates the car community. Same thing that's happening with the Mustang GT or any Mustang, is that you can buy them so cheap. I'm most likely going to offend a lot of people, but when idiots that don't know nothing about cars, have a little bit more money, go out to buy these cars with a lot of horsepower, they're gonna wrap them around a pole. And that's what sucks about oversaturating these amazing cars. Because to me, like I said, I wanted to go into this, find out 5 things I hate about it, but I loved it. But that's the one thing I hate the most, that Chevrolet is oversaturating the car community with these amazing cars. It's awesome. Like, I commend Chevrolet for making it so affordable, but I feel like they shouldn't have done that. They should, like, in my opinion, and this is my opinion alone, they should just get rid of the Stingray all by itself. Because I just saw on Motor Trend, and I talked about this in my other video, the ZR1, it's most likely going to start at 120,000. Twin turbo, hybrid V8. I know that thing is definitely going to be a monster. Definitely considered a supercar. I don't even know how to make this video, but I love the way Dodge and Ford are doing it. They have their economy cars, their normal Ford Edge, what is it, the Dodge Dart, the Durango, like all your normal cars. And then you have your sports cars, the Dodge Hellcat, the Chevy has their Camaro, Ford has the Mustang, and then the supercars. That's the whole reason Dodge kind of just got rid of the Viper, because its normal car was making a lot more horsepower than their top of the line one. But I know Dodge has been keeping quiet about it, but a lot of people act like they're just gonna be like, oh, we don't have a supercar no more. They're definitely gonna come out with something absolutely insane, because they're gonna try to compete with the C8. So that's my main thing about the C8. I haven't test driven it, haven't sat in it. That video will be coming probably next year when they start rolling out and I'm able to go to the dealership. I'm able to get mine. So stay tuned for that. And I want to, it's very unbelievable. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to absolutely everyone who is subscribed, and all the love I've been getting. It's just, it's pretty insane. And like I said, I still haven't came up with an idea. I don't know how I want to do this, but in the meantime, I just want to win one of these hats from our support at Patterson Lumber. Huge shout out to them. They want to be giving away a couple of these hats. So in order to win one of these hats, then these aren't the only colors. They have a bunch of other colors too. In order to win one of these hats, what you have to do is you have to go to Patterson Lumber's Instagram, give them a follow, and comment on their last post, at me, Mr. Weezer sent me. And you'll be in the drawing to win a hat. We're going to ship it to wherever you are, and yeah, good luck. Yeah, to end this video, leave a thumbs up if you want to find out, see the Ram Kema. In other words, leave a thumbs up if in the next video you want to see me do a burnout. So, a burnout to celebrate the 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. Later.